Hi, dreamers. Today I'll share my current net worth and my net worth journey over the last 20 years, which I think you'll find educational and inspiring. I only take a look at this once a year, which I'll explain why. At the end, I'll go over something even more important, which is the results of the poll about my voice. And I'll read some of the most interesting comments, which are hilarious, some even shocking, and you will not want to miss that. So let's dive in. So these are actual numbers. I've got about $40,000 in cash, over 1.1 million in my Fidelity, over 420K in my TD, and over 1.2 million in real estate. But I wanted to put this in context for you. And what you see here is my net worth journey over the past 20 years. And you can see on the left-hand side, 20 years ago, I started in the red. And if you've been following my Dreams series, you know that was primarily education debt. And after 2002, it took me about 10 years to crawl out of that hole and get to about $500,000. But over the last 10 years, I've grown that to almost $3 million. And if you're curious about my journey and exactly how I did that, I'd refer you to my Dreams series, which I'll be wrapping up in the next couple of months. The other thing I want to point your attention to is what's happened over the last year. You can see at the end of 2021, I had 2.788, and then I think we all hit a high right at the beginning of this year, and I kissed the sky at $3 million. So I had to add that to this chart. And if you had shown this to me 10 years ago, I would have said, no way. But one of the reasons why I wanted to show you this is just to show how far you can come and how long it takes working at it before it actually starts to really grow and compound. As I covered in my Buffett video, it truly starts to snowball right at the end. So the key is to just keep focused. Now, although it's come down a little bit from that $3 million high, I am pretty proud that 1 year later, as compared to October of 2021, I'm pretty much flat, if not a little bit up. And when you consider what I've covered in my confessions video of essentially not working and half living off my dividends, I'm pretty proud of what I've done here to protect my assets in a down market, succeed in remaining flat even without working, and set myself up well with all of my rotations to capture some of that boomerang as we come out of this in 2023 and 2024. Now, I also want to put this in perspective for you, and these are some of the recent numbers in terms of median and average net worth by category of age, so you can consider and compare where you are in terms of net worth. And just to make sure we're all on the same page, the definition of net worth is the value of all of your assets minus all of your liabilities. Now, what do I think about all this? I think it matters and I think it doesn't, which I've said before. It matters because it affects what assets you can leverage against. Said another way, the more you have, the more a bank or financial institution will lend you, and the better credit and therefore lower lending rates you will get. But to me, net worth is not that relevant to how to build wealth. To build wealth, you need to focus on the difference between your income and expense amounts and try to get those numbers to be as far apart from each other as possible. And secondly, to start building a passive income stream that will one day exceed that expense number. So for me, it's far more important to monitor the level of passive income you are generating in order to cover all your bills. That's why you see me talking more about my passive income goals than this net worth number, because net worth will literally fluctuate day to day, month to month, and as you can see, even year to year. It's a snapshot, a moment in time. Okay, what's more important than talking about net worth? How about the results of my voice poll? It has shocked me how much you guys comment on my voice. To me, it's just a carrier for information, and I've always kind of not liked it. But with over 200 people voting, overwhelmingly, you think it's soothing, and that's great. But a close second is sultry, which I would have never expected. I think my voice is very gruff, and that's why I included it here on the poll. But I really enjoyed reading your comments. David and Derry think it's both sultry and soothing. Thanks, guys. And Kenneth said, I knew it! The people have spoken, you sultry fox. I'd listen to her read the phone book. Whoa. That's nuts, Kenneth. The beginner said, "It's one of the most relaxing, confident, and friendly voices." Aw, that's great, beginner. And really, that would be my greatest hope, because my goal for this channel is to instill confidence in the young investor and try to give a vision for what the future could look like. Other comments included, "Your voice is made for TV or radio. It's beautiful. When I watch your videos, it's like watching National Geographic." Really? That's amazing. Another person said, "You could also do ASMR videos." Hey, that's a great idea. Maybe I'll start an entire channel dedicated to ASMR. I'm not kidding. Let me know in the comments if you think that's a winning idea. And the last two comments that I really enjoyed took a guess on who I am. Joe said, "I actually think you're a radio hostess." Thanks, Joe. I'm not. I'm just a regular person in the world who's actually never recorded anything and never edited a video outside of this channel. This whole thing is a hobby to me, and honestly, I'm just an amateur. And the last comment that I found most shocking, and I couldn't believe, was from Julio. He said, "I actually think you're a man using something to distort your voice." Holy cow, Julio. You know, when I first started this, I thought about using a Siri or robot voice, but it sounded so terrible and so fake. And I really wanted you guys to know that I'm a real person and that everything I'm putting out here is true in real time. And so I decided to use my real voice so that you could know a little bit more about me. But I assure you, Julio, I am a woman and there's no distortion here. This is me, for better or for worse. So anyway, guys, thanks for taking this poll. It was a lot of fun for me, and I'll try to continue to be that soothing, relaxing, confident, friendly voice. Well, that's it for today. As a reminder, I'm not a financial advisor, so keep in mind these videos are for entertainment and inspiration only. I'll see you on the flip side.